In the boundless expanse where fate twists like drifting mist and ancient powers stir beneath silent heavens, the tale deepens once more. In recap, Tales of Hurting Gods, Chapter 617, Chapter 618, the currents of destiny grow ever more turbulent, and the fragile balance between gods and mortals begins to tremble. Our journey resumes at the edge of revelation, where hidden schemes unravel and the echoes of past battles still linger in the air. Qin Mu walks a perilous path, surrounded by allies whose loyalties are tested and enemies who move like shadows in the dark. The truth he seeks draws closer, yet each step forward threatens to awaken forces long buried. As secrets rise and the storm gathers, one question lingers in the hearts of all who dare to watch. Will this chapter mark the rise of a legend or the beginning of an irreversible fall? Let us step once more into this unfolding legend. In the monastery of Lichidi, Rulai Ma led a host of venerable monks to behold Qin Mu and his companions as they prepared to enter the Buddha realm. Their cultivations soared beyond measure. None could enter even if they willed it. Only three, Qin Mu, Ming Xin, and the devil ape Jan Kong, whose divine arts were neither too high nor too low, could stride into the Buddha realm with ease. Rulai, will it not be perilous to let them go alone? Monk Jingming asked, concern furrowing his brow. There is peril, yet not of great measure, Rulai Ma replied, a gentle smile upon his lips. The celestial heavens themselves supervise the Buddha realm. They will control it, yes, but they will suppress none of our great Thunderclap Monastery's disciples' learning. They dare not allow interference without consequence. He paused, eyes glimmering. Hence I have sent Cult Master Qin along. With him present, the danger is minimal. Old Monk Jingming pondered deeply, yet the clouds of understanding did not clear. Please, Rulai, explain this further. Rulai Ma's voice was calm, yet imbued with the weight of mountains. The Buddha realm is still the Buddha realm. They journey there to learn. Were the celestial heavens to intervene, they would not strike juniors when seniors stand nearby. Other Buddhas would halt them. With the Buddhas of the Buddha realm present, there is etiquette to maintain. They dare not bully the weak with the strong. Cult Master Qin alone can contend with all. In martial lore, there is a saying, one fist opens the fight, 100 fall back. Cult Master Qin is the first strike. Old Monk Jingming nodded, a slow smile forming. And Ming Xin mediates? Indeed, Rulai Ma said. Qin strikes, Ming Xin tempers. Should debate arise, Jiang Kong follows. In discourse, Jiang Kong leaves none speechless. Old Monk Jingming bowed his head in admiration. Rulai, your wisdom is boundless. Upon the sacred mountain of Amitabha Monastery, a colossal sarira spiraled from the gate to the peak. The young monk standing before the monastery's gates was shocked and furious. His hands danced in a flurry, invoking the Dragon-Elephant-Tiger 3 combat. Dragon, elephant, and tiger-shaped divine energy swirled about him, fierce and overwhelming. Chai, the radiant light of the sarira consumed him. His garments vanished into fluttering butterflies. Only his shoes remained. Once haughty, the monk now trembled. Desperate to flee, two beams of light shot from the sarira, toppling him to his knees, immobile, face pressed to the earth in shame. Above, on the golden peak, the great Buddhas observed from the void, frowning. One flicked a finger, granting the young monk mobility, and he hurried to cover himself and slip away. Suddenly, a golden hand, a divine manifestation from Amitabha Monastery, welcomed Qin Mu's sarira. The hand met the sarira with a resonant clang, echoing across the mountains. From a cloud above, a monk in white unleashed a divine art, intercepting Qin Mu's sword pellet. What sarira? Merely a sword pellet, he scoffed, laughing. Lotuses erupted from the cloud, enveloping the sword pellet. The mountain trembled. Before a sound reached the monk, Qin Mu ascended with terrifying speed, mist trailing him like a storm. His fist shattered the air, thunder and lightning raging as though the monastery itself had been swallowed in a tempest. The monk in white braced, limbs near rupture, mind on the brink of explosion, before he was hurled against the sacred floor, embedding into the hall's wall. Cracks webbed across his body, lightning dancing chaotically within. Qin Mu recalled his sword pellet. The golden hand and lotus were shattered. The monk in white, eyes bloodshot and blurred, could barely see the youth before him. Senior brother, your dharma is not yet complete, Qin Mu said. Divine arts are but a path, not the goal. They aid wisdom and understanding, not to bully or frighten. What difference does it make whether I wield a sarira or a sword pellet? The monk opened his mouth, but only blood fled and his spirit waned. A plump-headed, large-eared Buddha's voice boomed. Fallacious reasoning and harmful teachings. You are no disciple, yet dare tamper with divine arts before Buddhas? Qin Mu bowed in Rulai's Mahaya Sutra, solemn and dignified. Buddha, I am ignorant. Does the Buddha discern between disciple and all living beings? The Buddha laughed, glancing away. In the sky, the great Buddha sat, unmoving. Another spoke with a gentle smile. You stripped garments and forced obedience? Seek knowledge or stir chaos? Buddha's anger is subtle. Are you not wary? Qin Mu's gaze fell upon Dharma King Mo Lun, a tall, lean Buddha with a face like spring winds. Dharma King, is kneeling required? Unnecessary, Mo Lun replied. Then why demand our assent in such a manner? Qin Mu asked. Mo Lun smiled, golden blossoms drifting from the heavens, springs pouring forth. Yet explanation was halted as monk Mingxin arrived. Devil Ape Zhan Kong in tow. Senior brother Qin has offended the old Buddhas. I beg forgiveness. Mingxin bowed to Yamaraja, then to Sagara Nagaraja, and finally to Dharma King Mo Lun. Disciple pays respects. Mo Lun's eyes softened. You have shown respect. Let us speak of affairs. Mingxin proceeded, bowing to Surya, Marichi, Hariti, and more, until reaching Sakra, then paused, unable to see Brahma. Mo Lun spoke with patience. Little monk, your intent is to seek knowledge, yet your senior brother strikes my disciple and spreads fallacious teachings. How else can I promote Dharma? Mingxin bowed humbly. Buddha, may I invite senior brother Zhan Kong to debate? Zhan Kong stepped forward, Kakara staff in place, palms pressed together, silent yet resolute. Mo Lun laughed softly, understanding all without speech. Relief settled over Qin Mu and Mingxin. Mo Lun mused, Zhan Kong, this black monk, debates unfettered, his path from Yamaraja heaven to Brahma heaven unchallenged. To contest him would embarrass any Buddha. He smiled. This incident is not layperson Qin's fault. They seek knowledge. Debate measures comprehension. Zhan Kong excels, his divine arts feared even among the Buddha realm's sons. They seek his methods. Mingxin prepared to speak, yet Mo Lun continued, introducing Crown Prince Yue Guang, a disciple of profound Dharma from Moonlight Country, his sword cultivated into radiant moonlight, unmatched among peers. Qin Mu, Mingxin, and Zhan Kong observed. The prince wore white, hair-bound, a treasured sword at his waist, a glowing moon illuminating his presence. Mingxin whispered to Qin Mu, detailing Yu Guang's moonlight sword light, a display of terrifying skill. Mingxin bowed, speaking to Mo Lun. My senior brother is fatigued from debate. May layperson Qin take his place? Mo Lun regarded Qin Mu, Sakura assenting. Let him compete. We shall see the lower bounds divine arts. Yu Guang bowed, cold as mountain frost. Disciple understands. He approached Qin Mu, recounting his training in the Sword Celestial Palace. Silence followed. Qin Mu responded humbly of his own path, the disabled elderly village, his chaotic master, self-taught swordsmanship. Yu Guang, unmoved, allowed him to act first. Qin Mu positioned his hands, performing the yin-yang heaven-flipping hands. Yu Guang braced, yet an explosion sent him 10 miles, smashing into a mountain, gouging the earth. Qin Mu's hands flipped, a dozen movements summoning 20 to 30 strikes, reducing mountains to cliffs and precipices. He retracted, awaiting Mo Lun's judgment. Dharma King, are there other crown princes? He asked, voice carrying the calm of distant storms. Amitabha Monastery swayed gently in the mountain breeze, and the Buddhas perched upon the peak, gazed at the sheer cliffs and jagged rock faces, their forms tossed as if in turmoil. Dharma King sought to raise his hands in intervention, yet the clash had already reached its end. The velocity with which Qin Mu manipulated his hands surpassed comprehension. By the time Dharma King moved, Qin Mu had already ceased. Resigned, he lowered his hands. The Buddhas of the other heavens revealed expressions of profound astonishment, their eyes retracting as they fixated upon Qin Mu, the third ancestor human emperor's yin-yang heaven-flipping hands. This art of divine proportions was a technique that defied the heavens themselves. Its swiftness was so explosive, so instantaneous, that no mind could trace it, no body react in time. When Qin Mu unleashed this mudra, it was swifter than the flipping of a book's pages, faster than the eye could perceive. In that moment, cliffs dozens of miles away crumbled. Massive stones broke free, tumbling with thunderous dull thuds upon the earth below. Qin Mu's onslaught had been so merciless, so fierce, that mountains themselves had transformed into mere fragments of cliffs. The rocks, weakened by the power of yin-yang heaven-flipping hands, fractured with the faintest provocation. Yet still, Crown Prince Yue Guang did not emerge. Monk Ming-shin, unease etched upon his face, whispered close to Qin Mu, "Senior brother Qin, have you ended him?" "Not yet," came the low, measured reply. "I tempered my blows, wary of needing to justify my actions. His cultivation is mighty, rivaling Grandmaster of Roland's Golden Palace, yet his mind lacks their cunning. I struck with only 80% of my strength, sparing his life, though his bones are shattered. Crown Prince Yu Guang possesses formidable ability. I dare not belittle the heroes of this world." Admiration softened Qin Mu's eyes. Monk Ming-shin's own widened, astonished. 80% of your power? He respects mortals so humbly he risks all? Were it not for Yu Guang's unconsciousness, his soul might have scattered from fury alone. He did not know that Qin Mu's humility was genuine. For all his usual arrogance, for all his sense of himself as overlord of body and spirit, he revered those who had labored to reach heights of true power. To those rare opponents, respect was owed. Others' opinions mattered little. Dharma King waved his hand, and the cliffs that stretched dozens of miles erupted in collapse. Crown Prince Yue Guang, grievously injured, was lifted by his own magic and drifted to the ground. Dharma King Mo Lun examined him, expression grave. Did layperson Qin not intend a sword contest? Why resort to a mudra skill? Such ruthlessness? Is this the mercy of Buddhism? Qin Mu's gaze shifted to Ming Xin. Hastily, the monk explained. When senior brother Qin wielded the sword pellet before, accusations of evil cultivation forced him to restrain. Only the mudra skill remained. Is this too considered unorthodox? Dharma King Mo Lun said nothing. Qin Mu had indeed been chastised before, yet yin-yang heaven-flipping hands was proper, authentic mudra technique. To call it unorthodox would be absurd. Still, resentment lingered. Crown Prince Yue Guang, a prodigy of his line, had been caught unawares, beaten thoroughly, his honor trampled by Qin Mu's tempestuous hands. Yu Guang's skill was formidable, yet expectation had blinded him. At full vigilance, the outcome would have been uncertain. Dharma King Mo Lun regarded his fellow Buddhas and smiled. Though the lower bounds Buddhism is constrained, their divine arts are profound. Since they seek wisdom, we shall grant it. The Buddhas assented. He turned to Qin Mu. Our Kandra heaven preserves the Kandra scriptures, 3,000 in total. Cultivating the techniques of the true Buddha, you may remain in Amitabha Monastery for a century to study. Thereafter, impart them to the lower bound, and merit shall be mine. Monk Ming-shin paled. 3,000 scriptures, 100 years comprehension, and techniques of the true Buddha, it was clear entrapment in guise of generosity. Qin Mu's voice rang out, indignant. Do your scriptures hold the emperor's throne? Impart true teachings if you wish, not trinkets. Great Thunderclap Monastery has techniques enough. Dharma King's brow darkened. How dare you belittle the Kandra scriptures? I have shown mercy, yet you quarrel. Devil Ape John Kong stepped forward, staff clattering, declaring simply, more, fake, less, real. The cryptic phrase made Dharma King Mo Lun ache with thought. Haridi Buddha coughed. Dharma King, they seek true scripture. Offer it. Dharma King sneered. A true emperor's throne scripture? Not even Sakra Buddha possesses one. Only Brahma Buddha has it. He intervenes seldom, tens of thousands of years apart. They already profit greatly by studying our Kandra scriptures freely. Indeed, it was fact, incontestable. The celestial heavens had long observed the Buddha realm, yet Brahma Buddha's true teachings remained beyond reach. In that instant, a monk descended, greeting the Buddhas. Brahma Buddha commands all sons of Buddha and the lower bound to enter Brahma heaven. The old Buddha is ready to impart his true teachings to the worthy. Dharma King Mo Lun's delight was evident. The celestial heavens had long sought Brahma Buddha's emperor's throne technique, and fate had brought Qin Mu, Ming Xin, and John Kong. Orders were given, disciples prepared, and Amitabha Monastery emptied as Dharma King swept up Crown Prince Yue Guang and vanished. Others returned to lead sons of Buddha. Soon the monastery stood deserted. Qin Mu pondered their ascent. Sakra Buddha appeared, walking untainted by dust, radiance haloing his delicate form. You have all cultivated my fist skills, he said warmly. The trio bowed. The skill was Thunderclap 8 strikes. Qin Mu had learned it from Old Ma, then taught John Kong, who met old Rulai and received the Mahayana Sutra. Monk Mingxin's version retained flaws, yet honor remained. Sakra Buddha smiled. I, too, arose from the lower bound, a Buddha of Great Thunderclap Monastery. Fate guides us. Let me escort you to Brahma Heaven. A lotus cloud lifted them, rising through cloud and lightning, past world upon world. Qin Mu clicked his tongue. The Buddha realm's 20 heavens circled an immense mountain, itself a world, complete with suns, moons, seas, and countless lands. Without Sakra Buddha, their journey to the summit would take decades. At Brahma Heaven's peak, Golden Peak, light never waned. Mountains gleamed gold. Sanskrit of Dharma flowed through the air, chanting filled the skies, ringing like vast bells. Devil Ape John Kong exclaimed, "Pot bun!" Qin Mu nodded, smiling. Indeed, like steam from hot buns. Sakra Buddha could only wonder at the aptness. They were guided through layers of golden Sanskrit to a serene forest, at the center of which lay a modest monastery. Hundreds of sons of Buddha had arrived, all bowed in reverence to Brahma Buddha. Qin Mu's heart raced. How long until we meet Brahma Buddha? Can we use Great Ruins rules? Ming Xin and John Kong shuddered, recalling Qin Mu's previous exploits. Ming Xin warned, Senior Brother Qin, Great Ruins rules are too violent. This is sacred ground. We must tread with care. Qin Mu muttered in disappointment. Rules of Great Ruins would make this simple. Victory brings the Emperor's throne scripture. Now it becomes cumbersome. Sakra Buddha, curious, asked of the Great Ruins. The devil ape, with a twist of his hands at his neck, demonstrated the motion with grim humor.